Well, the Patriots are coming to town to take on the Broncos for the AFC Championship. We'll see how it goes. We're talking about how altitude might impact them as they come to the Mile High City. So we have Dr. Elaine Reno from CU kind of explaining things for us. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Let's start right there. How is altitude going to affect the Patriots as they come to town?
Well, that's a great question. So we live in Denver, Colorado, and we have adapted to the altitude over the years, and the Patriots will not have that benefit. So we see lots of things with travel to altitude. People can be more tired, they can fatigue earlier, they can get headaches, they can get nauseated, and they can have lower quality of sleep. And so the Patriots can experience all of those things in a way that the Broncos will not.
And how long will those symptoms set in? Is that something that happens right away, or is that something that takes some time?
That's a great question. So we start to see the effects of altitude almost immediately, but they tend to ramp up over the first 24 to 48 hours. And so when the Patriots are here playing tomorrow, I'm told that they're flying in today, we would expect them to be at kind of peak altitude symptoms right when they go to step onto the field to challenge the Broncos.
So we don't want to give the Patriots any advice, right? We don't want to help them out here. But what advice do you have for people who are traveling in from lower altitudes?
That's a great question. So lots of things that you can do to mitigate how the altitude impacts your body. So first, and I'm sure they're already doing this, but hydration is really important. And we tell people to start hydrating before you even get to Denver, Colorado. Other things you can do, so when you're here for the first 24 to 48 hours, I usually tell people not to do any heavy physical activity because you will just experience it and feel it in a way that you wouldn't otherwise feel it. And then for people who want to travel up to the mountains and ski, it's often a really good idea to just hang out in Denver for a day, like see the city. This is an awesome city. There's so much to do and see. You will feel better on your ski trip if you do a layover in Denver first.
And what about taking oxygen? Is that something that actually helps, or what? Yes?
That's a great question.
No?
So all those oxygen canisters you see up at altitude, like at the resorts, those are not helping. The players tend to have oxygen on the sideline, and the reality is, while that may help a little bit with recovery between plays, the moment you take that oxygen off, the effect starts rapidly going away. Your body does not have the ability to store oxygen for long periods of time. So when they are back on the field, they are losing that advantage immediately.
There were also some reports that Bills players were using these hyperbaric chambers. Is that something that the Patriots would benefit from?
That's a great question. So the idea with sleeping in a chamber is that they can mimic being or living in Colorado. But the reality is that no time spent in a chamber is going to come anywhere close to the advantage that the Broncos have, living, working, playing, practicing here in Colorado.
Well, Dr. Elaine Reno, thank you so much for coming in, explaining things for us ahead of the big game. Of course, kickoff is set for 1 o'clock, so we'll see how it all shakes out. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me.